have some updates for you about our first IVF cycle. So to recap, on day 1, we got all 3 were fertilized, which was awesome.
You saw how happy we were.
We're very excited. Then they make you wait until day 3 to get another update to see if they're still growing.
Well, you don't usually get a day 3 update, but we requested an update because how could you not want one? Like every minute of every day, we've been going like stir crazy. Mm-hmm. So I don't know how people don't opt for the day 3 call, but we did.
Yep. And we got the news that all 3 were still growing. There was no fragmentations. It looks perfect. However, they were slowly developing, so they were lagging behind. All 3 of them. That they were maybe smaller than they should be. Maybe not as many cells, they didn't really say, because the embryologist gives the notes to the nurse, and then the nurse is the one that makes the call. The embryologist does not give all the details to the nurse.
It's like the most vague, cryptic message ever.
So they're just giving you a number. They're like, 3 are good. 3 are small. 3 are, they're still there. They just give you the straight facts. Probably because you're dealing with so many, they're not like... So then you wait again. Or you go crazy like I did and Google, like, well, what does that mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh, there's like no effect on the implantation rate. They might just take until day 6 or 7 to become blastocysts. I'm like, no biggie. They're fighters. Perfect. So day 5. Gonna call late in the day.
Yeah.
Nothing like getting an after 4 p.m. call.
When you've been going crazy all day.
Yes. And then we got the news that unfortunately one of them stopped growing. But the other 2 were still growing, yet still very slowly. So on day 5, we're the average are blastocysts, and they're either going to be ready for a fresh transfer or to be frozen. These 2 little guys were still like, we're not there yet. We're getting there. Just give us some time. Yeah. So obviously losing 1 out of the 3 was heartbreaking. That's
because
not
we
what
want
to hear.
Because we want to have 3 kids. So to already start with such a small number, I mean, I hear people get like 20 eggs out, 15 eggs out, and then they have like, 8, 9, 10 embryos. I mean, we only started with 3 eggs. And to hear that all were fertilized, and I'm like, oh my God, okay, like trying to be positive, even though I was like crushed that it was such a small number. I'm like, okay, well, we want to have 3 kids. So like, could this actually work out that like all 3 turn into like successful pregnancies? So then to hear that 1 stopped growing kind of, crushed
and they never
that
tell
immediately.
You why. The embryologist is like, 1's down.
Yeah.
2 to go.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, but why?
Right.
Is it an egg problem? Did we buy bad sperm? Did your lab fail?
Right.
Did something happen? Like,
and they
don't give you anything.
They offer nothing, no information. I'm like, well, what do you think is going to happen tomorrow? Like, based on your expertise. And they offer nothing.
Which leads you to Google. Yeah. Which I don't recommend. Drives you insane. So today would be day 6, where we're hoping those last 2 are either blastocysts or becoming on the verge of being blastocysts, because they're like, we'd give it up to like day 7 or so. And then we get the call after 4:30 p.m. So just think of how long that day was, which is today.
Yeah.
Okay, very long day. And unfortunately, we lost another one from yesterday. So again, they don't tell you why, but yesterday both were still growing. Today, 1 is still growing. So we went from having 3 fertilized embryos to 2 slowly growing embryos. Now we're down to 1, still not a blastocyst on day 6 embryo. So tomorrow we're going to get a call.
But she said it's still small and slow growing. So the optimism and positivity for me personally is it's not quite there.
And even me, who has been the most positive through this whole thing, gotta say I'm not feeling that great.
Like, I mean, what are the odds that, like, I mean, each day we get the call, it's like, oh, you've lost another one. I mean, you kind of, there's a pattern here. I kind of feel like, why wouldn't tomorrow kind of go the same way? And I don't think they let them grow past day 7, which is tomorrow.
Yet they say they won't discard anything that's still growing, but it's really hard for embryos to, like, live outside of a womb for that long, you know, so it's pushing it on a few different levels, I think, but, you know, I'm like, give it some time, maybe it's tired, you know, like, let it grow at its own pace. If it's on its way to being a blastocyst, which we still don't know how close it is, how many cells, I don't have any of that information, so I'm like, is it like a cell away? Does it need to divide itself one more time? Right. You know, we don't know anything. And the nurse doesn't know anything because the embryologist is just like, another down, one still growing, but it's slow. Like, don't call my embryo slow. Yeah. Tomorrow will be day 7. And I put all my hope in Lady Gaga. It's her birthday today. So it's March 20th. And I was like, nothing bad can happen. But unfortunately, we lost another one. So tomorrow we'll find out how our last one is doing. We've already spent hours looking up how the hell to come up with another, like, 17 grand to, like, try to get more eggs, and trying to figure out all the what ifs and the whys, and, like, why were we told something? But till tomorrow. Just hope for the best.
And I won't be sleeping tonight like I haven't this whole week.
Yep. I love you.
Love you too.
Guess we'll talk tomorrow. Yeah. Could be okay, could be not okay. We'll find out.
I hope you sleep well. I'm sure you'll sleep better than we will. Good night.